Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here. Now we're going to look at the other tool here. Now this is a wooden tool. Nothing on the back. I believe that's probably pine or something, and you get these colored shapes, as you can see here. Now this gives another different feel, and when you're putting these together and combining them, again, there's no rules. What looks good, what doesn't look good, it doesn't matter what looks good. Are you thinking about your actual goal? So, we're going to do the same process here, where you write down what you want. Here's for success. Here's the actual, and you want to put it face down on there. There's a little hair on here. Then you place it underneath. Now you're connecting. Your energy is now connected to this. It's the same process. And I don't like to get things any longer than necessary, as my lectures explaining all this is what you should have watched first, and then you'll see how these tools work. And there's, when it comes to actually how to do things, I think less words are better. And instead of jabbing on for long periods of time. So what you do here is the same process. You disconnect. Do something that disconnects you from the regular world, whatever that may be. Relax. Listen to some music. Do what it takes to kind of alter your consciousness out of the hustle and bustle of your day, your common problems, etc. So that's all part of the process of what the usual thing, the shifting. Get a shifting tool. We have several offered there so that you can use that. Shift, and that's what it's all about. Shift. It's kind of a process. Just kind of move over. You're out of the crap. Now you're into a little concentration where you can start to think a little different. And that's what you do. So, and we'll show shifting tools in other videos so you get a better idea of that. But anything you need to do, relax, get out of here, clear your head from the day-to-day nonsense, and then just jump into it. So you're relaxed, put some music on, and then just do it. So you just grab things like you did with the pins. Now, what's nice about this is that maybe it's a little more organized, maybe it's not. And of course, you're not caring about organizing. You just stick them on here. There is no rights or wrongs here. You just stick them together. The colors don't matter. And the less you think, the better. You're not looking for colors. You're not looking for consistency. You're just taking them and sticking them there. Simple as that. So you just stick them on there, you stick on the colors, and you're thinking to yourself, well, what represents my success? And you're just kind of keeping that in your mind. Now, again, don't think of anything. Just throw them on here. There is no right. There is no wrong. You just put it on here. Simple as that. And you just keep doing it for as long or as little as you want. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's what represents success to me. Okay? And you don't want to think about, oh, gee, I should put some more yellow in there. Ooh, so we'll put this over here. No, you don't do that. Okay? So, the bottom line is you're not necessarily looking for structure. Well, we should have another block here. Well, you shouldn't be thinking like that. You should be saying that, yeah, that's it. This represents the energetic informational field for success. And you just grab it and keep doing it. Do you want to fill it up? Not necessarily. You just want to put it there and feel like you're done. And try not to look at colors or anything else. Just put your hand over where they are. Just put your hand over. Just grab something. Don't even really look at it. Just pick one up and then just shove it on the board. Same thing. Don't even look at the colors, because then you're directing those colors. And you just throw it on there, you're done. There is no right or wrong. This is an energy field. What should it look like? I have no idea. There is no such thing as what it should look like. And then put it on there. Well, I think that's good enough right there. I'm going to stop right there. There's my success sigil. So this means success to me. And again, then you put your hands on here for the count of 10. stating to yourself, success, success, success. And all that energy is now flowing into your consciousness, and your inner magical being will start to get work on the process. Now, the same thing happens here. You leave it here. Make sure your picture and statement is underneath. And you can do this for anything. I mean, it's great for the less physical things. Things that are hard to get an image of, like success, even protection. What is protection? What are you going to think of? Energy fields around you, etc. But things that are great. Uncrossing. This is something everybody needs. Well, make one of these for uncrossing. That's why we give you two. One like this and one with the plastic one. Everybody needs uncrossing, but how do you visualize uncrossing? Well, you visualize because you've created this actual sigil for yourself right here. So let's go in and look at this a little more. And as I said, there's no structure here. I didn't think about it at all. I didn't try and make certain colors. None of that. Here's the pieces that are left. But all I did was grab a piece, put it on the board. That's all you do. You don't need to do anything else. The more thinking you do, the more you involve your mind, the less powerful it becomes. We don't want to bring this into the common world. We're creating an image of something that represents the informational energetic field, which is non-structured in the universe, to something that will be structured. So we're structuring the building blocks, what makes success. This is what creates success. This is the informational energetic field. You could call this, these are the occultons that you're mixing with your psions to start manifesting in your life. So it's just as simple as that. So it's very simple. If you have trouble with this because you're not an artistic type of person, don't worry about it. There is no right or wrong. Just do it. You want it to look pretty. You want the shape to be. You're making errors. That's a mental thing. What is pretty is very subjective. What you like is very subjective, and that goes into your common mind. What you want is an energetic, informational representation. And this could be anything. You know, maybe you only want to put 3 pieces on there. If that's what you think it should be, and you're done, then you're done. Generally, you don't sit there and try and fit the pieces together. Then that becomes a puzzle. So if you try and put the pieces on here so that this fits back together the way it originally was, that's a puzzle. That's what you don't want to do. Now you're getting into the logical mind, which has to figure out, well, what goes here, what goes. That's exactly what you do not want to do. You want to keep this very much in that artistic area where it's just thrown together, but the throwing of together is more organized than you think. There's a cosmic energy that comes in that forms something that's specifically for you. Those energies are created, and then it flows into you. So hopefully that's clear to everybody. You can watch these videos over and over if you're not clear of understanding it. Make sure you listen to the lecture I have on this particular process, so you understand what I'm talking about here. And that's where I like to put my longer descriptions in. So I think I spent quite a bit of time talking about this so you could understand it better of how these kind of fields work. And of course, this is the kind of chaos brought into order that all of this kind of manifesting scientist works with. This is the kind of thing you do with a radionic machine, which really doesn't mean anything. It's a box of wires that just flow from one dial to another. You create order by turning the dials and energizing them. So you create order from the chaos of all these pieces.